probably came up on your screen that we're recording. It's going to be another pretty active practice today, I think. So we'll jump right into it. And any tech issues, try and you all have the ability, except Kat, for you, I'm sorry, to unmute yourself. So if you're having any issues, just feel free to holler. Okay. So I'll just invite you to come into your easy seat. Whatever that means for you. You might be up on a block, might not. Whatever's comfortable here. And we'll bring our hands to our knees. Thumbs into the center of our palms, grasping our fingers around our thumbs. So it's almost like an inverted fist. Placing our hands on our knees, shoulders relaxed, growing tall through the crown. And imagine that you're creating your own little pyramid. Right fist to crown to left fist. And just dropping into your breath. Inhaling together. Inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, fill your abdomen, your rib cage, coming up in shoulder blades, up to the crown, and exhale, pressing everything down and out from crown down to your root like a coffee press. And our final breath before we move into our asana. You can do at your own pace. You might be for 4 count, or you might be an 8 count, whatever feels good. And as we start this evening, if you're familiar with your Ujjayi breath, I'll invite you to drop into that and see if you can stick with that through the practice. Dropping the soft palate, lifting the soft palate. You can do this with your mouth open.
Hey, yo.
Or you can do it with your mouth closed. We're going to keep on going here in a moment. I'm just going to.
Hey.
Oh, you're there, Kat. No, Allison's there. I'm just going to mute everybody. Sorry. Okay. Coming back to breath. We're going to drop our chin to the chest. And you're going to trace your chin like you're tracing a necklace over to your right shoulder. And then tracing your chin all the way back down to center and coming over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, trace your chin to center. Inhale, trace your chin to right shoulder. Exhale to center. Inhale, left shoulder. Exhale, center. Inhale, looking forward. My husband just got home from walking 3 dogs. It might get loud, I apologize. From here, what we're gonna do, Kat has done this with me, but Allison, you have not. So this next movement is a Kundalini movement, and it's gonna really wake us up. So we're gonna bring our hands to our shoulders. So you have your thumbs on the back of your shoulder slightly and your fingers at the front. And on our inhale, we're going to move to the right. And on our exhale, we're going to move to the left. We're going to go pretty quickly. You find your rhythm that works for you. I would invite you to focus on moving body in rhythm with breath. We're going to start on our right side for 21 times, and then we're going to rest and then start on the left side for 21 times. And it looks a little something like this. Join in as you are ready. Coming back to center. You might be a little lightheaded here. That is normal and okay. If you're finding you're getting a little dizzy, you can opt to keep your head facing forward. I'll do a quick demo as we start on our left. So we inhale to the left, exhale to the right. "15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and coming into stillness, bringing your hands down to your knees. We'll take 3 breaths here. A particular Kriya rather is a great way to wake us up quickly. And a nice little warm up as we move into another week of twists. This is our final week focusing on twists. Maybe you've noticed an increase in the depth of your twist, maybe not. Maybe you just found it a little bit more comfortable to be where you are. Inhaling. Exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, coming into a nice forward fold. You come down as low as is comfortable for you. Your head may be touching the floor. It might not be. Either way, I invite you to just simply release all of the muscles in your shoulders and your neck. So maybe your head is just hanging right now. Be here for 2 more breaths. Breathing into your lower back. Drawing that navel center back towards your spine and up into your rib cage. As we inhale, we walk ourselves back up to center. Exhale. Inhale, we lift our arms above our heads. Exhale, twisting to the right. Right hand comes behind right hip, left hand coming to the right knee. As we inhale, we lengthen through the crown. Exhale, twisting to look over your right shoulder. This is a little much for you today. You can have your left hand on your left knee or at the midline where your shins are crossing. One more breath. As we inhale, we'll raise our arms, come back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Finding that place in our twist where we can maintain deep breath and stillness. growing tall with each inhale through the crown. And possibly twisting deeper vertebrae by vertebrae with each exhale. One more breath. Inhale, raising your arms above your head. We come back to center. Exhale, bringing your right hand down to your side, maintaining that left arm up. Inhaling. Exhale, coming into a nice side stretch here, pushing down through your left sit bone. You may stay up on your hand. You may come down completely on your forearm, whatever feels great today. Angling your pinky finger towards the floor and looking up under your left armpit. Two more breaths. Exhaling, look towards the floor where your right arm is. Inhale, come back up all the way, both arms above the head. Exhale, releasing the left hand to the floor. Inhale, grasp, getting some length in the right arm. Exhale, bending over to the left side, pushing through your right sit bone. Maybe you're all the way down on your left forearm, maybe not. Pinky towards the floor on your right arm, looking up under your right armpit. Looking to open the side body and keep the front body open here. Again, drawing navel to spine, keeping that engagement. Exhale, looking down towards your left forearm. Inhale, coming back to center, left arm comes up above the head. If you are sitting the length of your mat, bringing your arms forward, placing your hands on your mat and coming into tabletop Vinyasa. Stacking your joints. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. Inhale, drop the chest, look forward. Exhale, come into cat, pelvic tilt, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 3 more times, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. Last time in cow. And coming into cat. On our inhale, we'll come back to neutral. Tucking your toes. Bringing your hands back in line with your knees. Coming into a crouch, knees up into your elbows, your elbows or your armpits. And then we're going to stand up into a forward fold. So we're at the back of our mat here, grasping hands to opposite elbows. Your knees can be as bent as you like here. Be here for 3 more breaths. And just allowing the weight of your arms to give your spine a little more traction, a little more length. On your next exhale, release your arms, bend your knees.
Bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Inhale, looking forward and up to open your chest. Exhaling, coming back into a forward fold. Keep your hands clasped if that's comfortable for you, and just let your arms be where they want to be. So your elbows might be bent here, or they might not. And again, your knees can be bent or straight. I'm just taking a moment, slowly looking from left to right. Maybe moving your head in the yes motion up and down. One more inhale. Exhale, releasing your hands back to the mat. As we inhale, we bend the knees and we roll up to standing vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders rolling back, head being the last thing to come up. You can have your feet, I'm going to show you, I'm going to stand in the middle of my mat and you'll stay at the back of your mat. You can have your feet together here, or you can have them apart, whatever is feeling right for you. We're going to bring our arms all the way up. And you can't see it here, but you're going to clasp your right hand, your right fingers around your left wrist. You're going to press through your left foot and lean over to your right side. So we're looking to keep our hips square and even. And I'll invite you to see, are you feeling any sensation from your left heel running up your left side body? One more breath here. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bringing hands down in front. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, left hand around right wrist. Inhale, press through your right foot, leaning over to the left. Keeping your abdominal muscles engaged slightly. Pelvis in neutral. Shoulders relaxed. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your arms. We're gonna do might be our only standing balance tonight. Balancing into the left foot. So you might want to bend your knee here a little bit to help you achieve that balance. And then we're gonna bring our right knee up in front of us. So it's on a 90-degree angle from our hip. You can stay here. If this is enough for you. If you want to come into a standing twist, you can extend your right arm up and bring it coming straight out behind you. And then take the next step and look out over your right hand. If you want something a little deeper, grasp your right toe with your left fingers and thumbs and bring your right arm behind you. Two more breaths. Engage your abdominal muscles. They will help you with your balance. Find your focus point. And giggle with yourself if you lose your balance. Exhale, bringing your right arm forward, looking forward. If your leg was extended, bring it to the 90-degree and release. Switching to the other side, we're going to put our weight into our right foot, lifting the left leg, clasp the left knee. You can stay here. You can come into the bent knee twist, or you can straighten your leg and come into an extended leg twist here. One more breath. Exhale, coming forward, holding the knee. Next exhale, slowly release. Inhaling, hands above the head, hands to heart. Exhale, forward fold. Some more active movement here. Inhale, hands to heart, hands above the head, arms open wide. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times. Inhale, hands to heart, to the sky, open wide. Exhale, forward fold. Last time. Inhale, hands to heart, to the sky. Exhale, wide arms and forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we walk out into our plank, walking forward. Holding for 1 breath, and on our exhale, hips up and back into down dog. Waving plank, inhale into your high plank. Exhale, coming up and back with the hips, down dog. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pressing your hips up and back. Exhale, walk or lightly hop your way to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight back, coming all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. Moving into some Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, leading with left leg, step back. Drop your knee, release your foot. Exhaling. Inhale, coming into a low lunge. Exhale, reverse your hands and plant them on the mat in line with your foot. Inhale, stepping back into plank. Exhale, knees, chest between your thumbs, chin to floor. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose, step through, plant your foot down, drop your right knee, release your foot. On your inhale, come into a low lunge. Exhale, bring your hands around, plant them on the mat and step forward, right foot in line with left. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. 2 more rounds with some variation.
Inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back with your left foot. Exhale. Inhale, coming into a low lunge again. Anjanaya Asana. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat, coming into half splits, bringing your right heel forward slightly. We'll be here for a little bit. So stacking the joints, knee and hip in line. Straight back. Stay here, or pulsing for 3 times on our exhale, we pulse down towards our right knee, towards the outside of our right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, pulse. One more time. When you come down, hold. 3 breaths. Pulling that right leg into the hip socket there in an effort to maintain a scissor square action. Inhale, coming halfway up here. You can stay here, or you can come into another twist, planting your left hand in line with your shoulder and bringing your right arm up. Two more breaths. Exhale, release. Inhale, planting that right foot on the mat and stepping back into high plank. Taking a breath. 8 points bowing as we exhale, toes, knees, chest between the thumbs and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, stepping through. Drop the right knee, release the right foot. Inhale, Anjanaya Asana. Exhale, reverse the hands, plant them on the mat and stretch out that left heel. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, folding towards the outside of your left knee. 2 more times, inhale. Try to keep that left foot awake, toes pointing at the ceiling. Last round. We will hold here for 3 breaths. On your inhale, line your right hand up with your right shoulder, bringing your left arm up towards the ceiling. And this is a bit much today. You can just hold our half splits pose. Shoulders relaxed. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, reverse your arm, planting it on the mat. Bring your left foot flat on the mat and right foot comes in line with left, forward fold. Exhale, halfway up. My bad. You want to exhale on your fold. Inhale will come all the way up. Hands to heart, exhale. Final round of our classical Surya Namaskar variations here. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, swan dive if you like.
Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Stepping back with your left foot again. We're going to keep our knee up. Variation, you can drop your knee here if it is better for you. We're going to, on the inhale, once we've got a nice strong stance, come up into lunge. You can stay here. You can be here or you can have your knee on the floor. On your next exhale, bringing your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. I think we did this last week. Coming into prayer pose, twisted prayer. Two more breaths. You can do the same thing with your knee on the floor, just a variation. Exhale, releasing your hands to the mat, stepping back into high plank. Inhaling in high plank and exhale, 8 points bowing, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, stepping through. Option to drop your right knee here. On your next inhale, coming up into lunge. Driving through your back heel. Engaging your core. See if you can keep your pelvis in neutral so that we're not doing any sort of pressing out through the chest. You can stay here, or you can bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, coming into prayer pose. If the prayer pose is not comfortable for you, you can also have your bottom hand in a fist, pressing down on that with your top hand. Shoulders away from your ears. One more breath here. Exhale, releasing hands down to the mat. Inhale, stepping back into down dog. Pedal those feet out a little bit. Inhale, hips up to the sky. Exhale, step or lightly float yourself to the front of your mat. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll take 3 breaths here. I'm sure we're all warm. We're all going to get a little bit warmer here in a moment. Hands at your heart. Seeing if you can find joy in your practice or purpose. Inhaling, we bring our arms up. Exhaling, we're going to bend the knees and bring our hands down to the mat. Inhaling, bringing them up above our head to bring us into Utkatasana, chair pose. Two more rounds of breath here. Drawing your knees back over your ankles, over your heels. Engaging your abdominal muscles, shoulders relaxed. How deep can you go? On your next exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back with your left foot. Coming into warrior one, placing your left heel on the mat. Your left foot will be on a 45-degree angle. Inhaling, coming into warrior one. Ideally, our hips are square and facing the front of the mat now. Shoulders relaxed. One more breath here. Exhale, bring your hands behind your lower back and interlace your fingers. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, folding down towards your right ankle. Finding a point to focus on. Release your head, relax your neck muscles. One more breath. On your next inhale, engage your core. Come all the way back up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart as we move into warrior two. Be here for 3 breaths. When we're in warrior two, our hips have gone from square facing the front of the mat to on an angle facing the front corner of the mat. Looking out over your right fingers. Right knee tracking to your mid toes. So you should be able to see at least your big toe here. On your next inhale, left hand comes to your leg, right arm sweeps over. Exhale, bringing your knee to your right elbow to your right knee, and your left arm sweeping over so that you can look up under your left elbow. I'm having trouble with my body parts tonight. Your left armpit. One more inhale. Exhale, looking down towards your right foot. Inhale, coming back up to warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Step back into plank. Inhale. Coming down into cobra, you can do a yogi push-up or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, stepping through, planting your right heel, right foot on a 45-degree angle. Find your stance, inhaling, coming up into warrior one. One more breath. Exhale, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Play around with the idea of bringing your left hip in line with your left knee. One more breath. Inhale, engage your core, come all the way back up into warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart, warrior two. Looking out over your left hand this time. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale, dropping your right hand to your right leg, sweeping the left arm up and over. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm comes over so you can look up under your right armpit. One more inhale. Exhale, look down. Inhale, back up to warrior. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank. Inhale. Yogi push-up or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Coming back to stillness. On your next inhale, lifting your left leg up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, swing that leg back up. And do a three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, knee to nose down the center line. Inhale, up. One more round. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to left. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Staying here, we're going to stack our right hip over our left hip. As you exhale, drawing your right heel to your bum. Inhale, straighten that leg. Try not to dump into your left shoulder here. Try to keep the weight evenly balanced between both hands. Exhale, heel to bum. One more time. Lengthening that leg, and we're just going to bring it down into a regular down dog. Any sounding you want to make, go right ahead. Inhale into cobra, into plank. Exhale, yogi push-up or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift left leg. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, wag the tail. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to right. Inhale, up. Last time on the right side. I think I just got my sides mixed up. Last time down the center line. Inhale up. Gonna stack our left hip over our right. Try to keep your shoulders square. On your exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, extend. Exhale to bum. Inhale, extend. Two more, exhale, bend. One more. Inhale and release. One more vinyasa before we move on. Inhale into plank. Exhale, yogi push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, pressing your hips up and back. Exhale, walk or lightly float your way to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, bend your knees, coming up into chair, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, ribs to thighs, graze the mat with your hands. Hands come out behind you. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, ribs to thighs. One more time. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, ribs to thighs. Inhale, chair. Final deep dig here before we ease off for the evening. I will show you this from the front. You have a number of options. We are in Utkatasana, hands at heart. I highly recommend that you keep your knees and your feet together if you're going to do this. We have a couple of options here. As you exhale, you're going to draw your navel up and in towards your spine. Excuse me. And bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. From here, coming into a twisted prayer pose. If you're here, that's awesome. You can take it further. Left hand to the floor, right hand up to the ceiling. Amazing. You can be here for a while. If you're feeling even more adventurous, or you do this practice already, you can come into a side crow, which I can't do tonight. One more breath here. And exhale, releasing down with the arms and then coming up. We all meet in Utkatasana. Hands to chest. On your next exhale, right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Coming into a twisted chair. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release. Stretch those legs a little bit in a proper forward fold. On your next exhale, we're going to step back into a brief down dog. Inhale in your down dog, exhale, drop your knees to the mat. Okay. So we're going to do a nice little hero's pose here. If you're not comfortable in this pose, and I'll give you a front view here. So in hero's pose, our heels are sticking to our thighs. And your knees may or may not be touching. I think that's really how your body works. So you can stay in hero's pose there. You can absolutely sit on a block or a cushion here. So you can stay here, hands at the top of your thighs, sitting tall. If you want something a little deeper, you can come down onto your forearms like this. This is a great place to get to if it's comfortable for you. It counters a lot of the forward bending, twisting movement that we've been doing tonight. And let's see if I can remember this. It massages the liver and the kidneys. So it helps to aid in detox. Just gives your body an extra little, well, I'm going to say an extra little supportive hug as it moves everything that you consume through it. Two more breaths here. You can let your head hang back if you like. This is not deep enough for you. You can also come all the way down onto your back and bring your arms up above your head, grasping opposite elbow with your hands. On your next inhale, slowly walk it back up if you were down there. And slowly, gingerly, we're going to cross our legs at the midline of the shin out in front of us and come into Dandasana. Legs are straight out in front of us, staff pose. Hands are in line with hips. You may even be pressing firmly into your mat here. Lifting the navel center up and in towards the rib cage. Growing tall through your crown. Shoulders relaxed. 2 more rounds of breath here. Relaxing out of Dandasana.
We're going to shift so that we are facing the side of our mat. Variation of Janu Shirshasana. Having trouble talking tonight. So you can have your heel in line with your groin, or you can have it further down on the inseam of your right thigh. Bringing your right hand to your shin. As we inhale, we'll bring our left arm up. Exhale, pulse the elbow down. This helps to open the chest and give some contraction in the shoulder blades. Inhale up. Exhale, pulse down slightly. Inhale up. Exhale, pulse. You can stay here, or you can move into a deeper side bend, inhaling and exhaling. Finding your spot. So this is my preferred spot, but that's just me. Everybody's going to be different. And this is sort of an interesting variation from the first side bend that we did at the very beginning of class tonight, in terms of what our upper body is doing. Exhale, turn to look at your right knee. Inhale, coming up to center. Exhale, switching sides. Bringing left hand to left shin. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, pulse. Inhale up. Exhale, pulse. One more time. Inhale, reaching up if you're going to come into the side bend. Exhale, folding into the side. If you're doing the deep fold, see if you can get length on your contracted side so that we're not collapsing into this side. Pressing that right knee down onto the mat. Keeping our front body nice and open. Maybe feeling an even deeper stretch in the right side of your body than when we started tonight. Maybe not. Exhale, looking down towards your left shin. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, relax. Inhaling as we come into a butterfly. We'll just flutter those wings a little bit here. You might find that, excuse me, your butterfly is a little deeper now as opposed to classes that we've done in the past. We did a lot of twisting tonight, but we also did, just by nature of the sequence that I put together, there was a fair amount of hip opening in what we did tonight. And we're all nice and warm now. As we're in butterfly, finding that balance between your two sit bones, finding length through the crown, shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. And coming into stillness here. I'll invite you to draw your attention to your bum muscles. See if you can squeeze your bum muscles into a slight pelvic tilt to draw your knees closer to the mat. And release. Squeeze your bum muscles, pelvic tilt, drawing those knees closer to the mat. One more time. And release. Coming into a wide-legged seated pose here. Bringing your hands behind your hips. You might want to be popped up like a tent on your fingertips. We're going to press through those hands and push our body forward a little more. Really opening up the chest here, looking up at the ceiling. One more breath. Exhale, coming back to center, hands in front. Inhaling, and then on your next exhale, coming into a forward fold, wherever that's working for you tonight. It might be here. It might just be here. It's all awesome. We'll be here for 3 breaths. If you have a fairly deep forward fold on the wide leg, I invite you to just allow your head to hang, release those neck muscles again. Regardless of where you are, we'll keep our feet awake, toes pointed to the ceiling. Really coming back to our breath in these last few minutes. It was a fairly active class. Just bringing everything back into a state of balance. On your next inhale, we'll walk ourselves back up. And as we exhale, we'll gingerly bring our legs out in front of us to come into a nice forward fold. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, folding over, folding at the hips, leading with your chest. You may be grasping your feet right now. You may have your hands on the mat or on your shins, whatever feels good. Couple more breaths here. Breathing into your lower back. Inhaling, slowly walking back up. And exhaling, engaging your abdominal muscles to slowly come down onto your back. Getting into that comfortable spot on your mat. One last little more active pose, bringing your soles of your feet to your mat in line with your hips. So if you can draw those heels in towards your bum so that your fingers graze the back of your heels. On your next inhale, we're going to raise our hips and our arms at the same time. Inhaling, arms come up, hips come up into bridge. Exhale, lower your hips and then bring your arms to the floor above your head. Inhale, hips come up, arms come directly above you, pointing towards the ceiling. Exhale, keep your hands where they are, drop your hips. Inhale, hips raise, arms come down to the mat beside you. And be here for 2 more breaths. Final inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, drawing your knees to your chest, grasping a knee with each hand, rock back and forth gently. Slowly coming back to center. Placing the soles of your feet on your mat once again. Next exhale, we'll drop our knees over to the right. You can stay here. You can also bring your right foot on top of your left knee.
All this does is give you a slightly deeper stretch for your left thigh, your left hip. Your hands can be wherever you'd like them to be here. Inhale, release your right foot if it was up on your thigh and come back to center. Exhale, coming over to your left with your knees. You can stay here or you can bring your left foot on top of your right thigh. And again, just taking this time to come back into your breath. And inhale, release the foot to the mat and come back to center. Bringing your feet mat width apart and allowing your knees to drop in towards each other. Just allowing for that gentle release on your lower back. And from here, you can move out your legs out into Shavasana, or if there's another movement that you want to do before you come into your Shavasana, please feel free. On your next inhale, drawing your attention to the places of your body that are still touching the mat. If you're in Shavasana, back of your heels, your calves, maybe the back of your thighs, your buttocks, your shoulder blades, back of your hands, forearms, shoulders, and back of your head. And on your next round of breath, I invite you to inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, release all of that breath out through your mouth with a nice big sigh. Something like this. As I inhale and I exhale. And any other holding that you might be doing here, just simply release it. And if you wish to stay in Shavasana, you have time, please do so. I know I say this a lot, but it really is like one of the most important poses when we're doing our practice. It allows you to integrate. If not, you can gently bring some movement into your toes and your fingers, rolling your ankles and your wrists. And then when you're ready, If you have to do any more gentle movement before we meet back in easy seat. Good. And also, as always, before you leave your mat, giving yourself some compassion and appreciation for making the time and the space in your life to do this practice. And thank you for joining me and all of my bodily mistakes today. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Oh, and if everything goes according to government plan, we will be live and in person next week. Yes, and I'm gonna try and Zoom down there. And if I can't Zoom because the connection's not great, then the recordings will go up. Kat, I don't know if you read this. Allison's cat is named Yogi. Awesome, Allison. That's what I heard. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Have a great week, ladies. And hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday in person. And if not, well, we'll see each other on Zoom or something. All right. Take care, everybody.